Got
What's going
it.
on, y'all? What is going on, y'all? Back here, with one of my main guys here in the boxing world, Shane Mosley Jr. And thank you for coming back on the channel, bro, and let my subscribers know, what you've been up to, in the boxing game. I know you do MMA, gym and everything. Let me know.
Yeah, man. So I have to say, well, for one, thank you for having me back on the show. Um, yeah, I've had a baby recently, so that's been taking up quite a bit of my time and attention. I also teach boxing at a um, MMA gym, like you said, and then yeah, I'm working on some things. So working on some things in my career, and I'm pretty excited about. Working on fights. I can't wait for the next time I can fight, but just kind of staying ready with all those things. And yeah, so getting ready to release all the things that I have coming out.
Amen, amen to that, bro. So like this whole year, what was in your career? What was like the biggest moment of your career so far this year that you feel?
Well, I mean, obviously it was kind of the only thing that's happened in my career this year, which is fighting and beating Gabriel Rosado. I think that obviously that was big for me. Kind of again validated me of kind of my potential and where I am as a fighter. So that was a very very cool thing that happened for me, and I really appreciated all of the good feedback that I had. I had nobody that said like, "Oh, you know, you didn't win" or anything like that, because it was a fairly one-sided fight. So I got nothing but like good feedback from from that fight, and especially of like kind of what he was able to do the fight before and the fight before that. He knocked out Beck the Bully, and then he had a pretty competitive fight. I mean, it was one sided, but a competitive one sided fight against Munguia. So I think when then they people just expected him to just destroy me, and when that didn't happen, they're like, "Oh wow, he must be pretty good."
Yeah, yeah, like we already knew that you were good. It's crazy, bro. The boxing world is crazy right now. With a lot of fights happening, a lot of fights that weren't didn't get a chance to happen this year. Um, if you had one choice, would you have hoped to fight, more than that one time?
Absolutely, but you don't always get what you want, and you gotta keep moving forward and not allow that to deter you or get in the way of whatever you have for your success. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you just keep on, you redirect and figure it all out, man. So you can't let one thing determine, um, you know, how successful or how valuable you are. You keep on moving forward, man. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm going to be successful no
Yeah.
matter.
Amen. Amen to that, bro. For real. Talk about, like what you've been doing at the boxing gym, MMA stuff. Anything that you can tell us? Like it's been like a great moments that you've shared with these upcoming guys.
Yeah, so like I work with a few people at the Syndicate MMA, which is where I work. So for one, I work with this program called Project 150. They work with basically uh, uh, kids that come from unfortunate backgrounds and stuff like that, and they give them a way to like do activities outside of school. So they have many activities where like they put them into extracurricular activities outside of school, whether it be like ring or if they need money for like a sport or something like that. And so they teamed up with my gym, and do a program. So we teach a boxing class or MMA class. It's like boxing and MMA together, and we teach them twice a week. And so I love that. And I love that aspect of it. And I'm able to work with, some of the other coaches at the gym to kind of collaborate and stuff like that, which is really cool. I actually have that today.
Wow, bro, that's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
That's I'm sure that's a lot of goals for a lot of people, that are, that are on this boxing journey, and to be able to spread that, positivity out to other people. That's great, bro. Real great.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It actually does. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to do it on a scale like that, as long as, each one teach one, right? That's always the thing. As long as you can, of course you want to save as many people or help as many people as possible, right? But like, if you can help one, do it, because that one could help two, and that two could help four, you know what I mean? And then so on and so forth. So as long as you can help, one, that's better than none.
Yeah.
And that goes from, as little as like, hey, are you doing, how are you doing? You know what I mean? Can I help you in any way? And sometimes kids just, or people in general just need to, like, hey, they want to be heard, or they want to be seen, right? And that can help them, and that can change. That little bit can change anything, right? So maybe if there's kids around, hey, everything okay? Do you need help? And they may not even say anything, right? But like, as long as they feel like they could talk to somebody, that might help them. What I realized when teaching these kids was how they, like, because they're kids from all different schools. So and when they first kind of got there, because there was like 12 of them or something like that, and they were like a couple from the same school, you noticed that they like kind of like clicked up, and like they didn't like discuss. Once you make them kind of like work together, or like do stuff together, do drills, do things like that together, they start to open up, and they start to really like engage with people and one another, and they build their confidence to be able to do stuff, right? And so like that, I feel like is huge, right? To be able to talk to somebody, to feel like they have the ability to communicate and say what they want, or things like that, that can really make a difference and change. I think sometimes when people aren't that confident, they don't want to speak out because they feel like they can't, and so giving those people an opportunity to do that is big. So, for all the people that are watching, sometimes people just need to be heard. You know what I mean? That's why we got a huge like suicide rate right now, especially with kids, because, a lot of them, they don't know, or they don't feel like they can talk to somebody, right? So talk to them, reach out to them, and you'll be surprised of how much how much that can make a difference. But outside of that, I work with a few guys at the gym. One guy in particular, he was an ex-UFC fighter. His name is Brandon Jenkins. He's actually going to be doing a boxing match in Minnesota, and so I'm going to be corner for that. So I'm pretty excited about that. It's going to be my first like head coach job. It's pretty exciting. I got some opportunity to be doing some commentating soon, so that's cool. And then I'm going to be, dropping some stuff for my brand. My brand is Tribe Called Mosley, so I'm going to be dropping Tribe Called Mosley stuff, and I have my website up, so we're going to be, you can check that out, whoever's watching this, and also I'm gonna be dropping merch soon, and even some programs like boxing programs. So if anybody out there is interested, I mean, I we definitely love to have you support and things like that. And I feel like that'd be great. But yeah, just been working on those things. And like I said, you can't wait on anybody. If you wait on, somebody else for you to be successful, you'll never be successful, right? Because you can't wait on nobody.
For
It's
real,
true.
bro.
That's why you're doing the things that you're doing, reaching out to people, talking to them, grinding, right?
Yes,
and for all the fighters out there that are watching that, you got to do that, right? How do you do that? You get out there in the community and help one. And when they see that vision of you trying to help people and inspire people, they're going to want to get behind you, right? And support you. So that's what I feel like, and that's what I'm doing, right? If I don't fight, you know what I mean, I'm going to still have ways to make it through.
For real. And that's shoot, man, you're an inspiration, bro, to a lot of people, man. And to this channel too. You've always shown me a fair shake, and we've done many interviews now, and
Yeah.
it's like a brotherhood almost, bro. It's dope. I appreciate you everything. And
Thank you.
like you got a world title beginning of the year. You helped so many people, man, that you probably don't even realize, this year. You know, you had a new addition to your family.
Yeah, man.
And shoot, man, it sounds like a blessed year to me, bro.
Oh, bro, it's an incredible year. So for me, like you said, I won my title. I got married. I had my kid. I mean, I'm gonna start I'm gonna start presenting my brand to the world. Like, this year is incredible, right? It may not be the year that I'm thinking, right? I thought it was gonna be different, honestly, but it is what it is. It doesn't matter if it doesn't turn out the way that you want it to be. You still got to shoot for that direction, right? My direction is to be a world champion. My direction is to have my brand noticed. My direction is to be successful, right? So I'm going to do everything it is. Maybe I can't be successful at that particular thing right now, but that doesn't mean I can't be successful in it moving forward, right? But I have to do something to keep me going in the direction of forward towards my goal, right?
Yep.
So you got to keep on reevaluating, reassessing, and keep on shooting for the stars, man. And yeah, but honestly, I'm blessed, bro. Like, I'm extremely blessed. Like, I couldn't ask for anything,
Amen, bro. It'll be like kind of overwhelming, right? If you kind of got one more thing this year on top of everything, you just be like, whoa, like my
yeah. Of course, those things even take adjustments as well. People also don't realize how success can deter you as well, right? Because when we get success, we want to revel in that and hold on to that, right? Because no particular situation is good or bad, right? It is, what do you do from here? And a lot of times when people eat, they get too satisfied and they don't then shoot for their ultimate goals or their higher goals, right? You eat, get satisfied, and then you get lazy, right? And that can be a bad thing too. So you got to depend. It depends on who you are, and you got to know yourself in those situations, and keep on always reassessing and keep redefining yourself. And that's what I'm constantly doing. I was actually just listening to Eric Thomas. Got his new book called UOU, and he was talking about how you don't look for the ultimate goal, you look for the journey. You look to always. So if I'm looking to have a successful journey and a legendary journey or championship journey, or whatever the case is, you always have to look for those ways that you can show up as a champion. Those ways you can show up and try to be a legend or try to be great or excellent or whatever it is that you're trying to do. And you keep on shooting for those things, and you keep going for that, man. So I'm excited. I have a lot of things that I have kind of stored up for these things, and I'm gonna drop them soon, man. I'm working on it, and then also too, like highlighting my name and my well my name, but like my last name, right? And showing honor to that. And that's one thing, and one thing that I plan on doing is showing a lot of honor to um, my family name, and my leg in that way. And hopefully people get behind that and are able to be supportive in that. And I looked at it and I was like, um, I love like Roots of Fighter. I love all these, title and all these things. And, my name, my family name at least, is not there.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's not Roots of Fight doesn't have nothing, title doesn't have nothing, Everlast don't got nothing. Nobody has anything of my dad. My dad is a legendary fighter. My family is legendary. And why isn't that being proposed to the world? Why isn't that being, out there?
Yep.
You can cry about that or bitch and complain, or you can be the change that you want to see. Yep. So guess what? That's what I plan on doing. I plan on putting out my name out there. I plan on making my last name and my legacy is going to be seen to the world. And I'm going to make sure of that. So that's what I'm doing. Right. And it's like I said, I can bitch and complain and, they don't show us respect. But there's the other coin to that. And it's like, guess what? I'm going to make sure that motherfucker, excuse me, that's on my back. And I'm going to make sure it's out there.
For real. I do see what you mean, bro. Like, that's what I say about, my last name,
Yep.
I do this YouTube channel for my family and my parents that aren't here anymore. And for my dad was a very successful man. He just got sick, and is into his mind, and 8 years dealing with an illness. It was bad for him, but I want to make sure I leave a legacy around, like you said, for my Palomo last name, to everybody knows that we're just not screw ups. As I can't speak for all of my family, man, but I'm pretty sure they're not even watching it, except for my brother. But me and my brother have had to carry on that last name, and a lot of them ended up locked up and didn't do anything. So
Yep.
I want to carry that. I love my last name, and like you said, like, I want people to hear it, and I want people to know that we're something and we can do something. And
Yep.
it's been a blessing, bro. Like, I can't complain either, bro. Like, and the journey's still not done yet, and it's still a long ways to go. And 2023, man, is gonna be a year, bro.
Of course. I mean, it doesn't even have to be as far like right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like right now, I'm gonna show them who I am right now. Even in this interview, or when I get off, it's like, right, I'm gonna show them right now, and everything that I do, right? And when I go out to the world, they're gonna see, right? Because yeah, of course, you always plan on like 2023 in the year, but like it's like, what are we doing right now? Like, what are we doing in every single moment? And that's how I'm gonna show them that I'm great. I'm not gonna ask them if I matter. I'm going to show them that I matter. Yep. Right. I'm going to show them that I have value, but by my actions, embody what you want to see. Right. Yep. Be the things that you want in the world. And that's what I had to come down to and really realize with all of these things. Yeah, I was upset that I didn't get fights, or I was upset that, like I don't, whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, upset don't change nothing. Yeah. Upset don't change nothing. What does change something is your actions and how you view the world, and how you go on and take that on to everything that you do. So that's what I plan on doing, and that's why I'm going to be successful.
Yep, for real, bro. And I always say, like, if I think about boxing and I think about the legendary fighters and I think about the legendary names, Mosley's always up there. And I don't care what anyone says, bro. Like, Mosley's always up there, like always with all the greats. That last name is always with all the greats. And you're doing like a great thing, bro, like with your legacy. And shoot, Mosley Jr. is, I'm sure it wasn't, like you said, it wasn't easy at the beginning, like
Yeah,
in the past. To grow with that name and make something of yourself and make something on your own. Um, Shoot, it's a legacy, bro, and you've done a great job, bro. Hell of a job.
yeah, man. I just got to be appreciative to what I have, right?
Yep.
And you know, I don't have to be anything other than myself, like ever. Like I don't have to live up to nothing. All I have to do is show appreciation and respect and honor to my last name. And if I do that, and other people who observe,
Mhm.
appreciate it, cool. If you don't, cool. You know what I mean? It don't matter to me. You know what I mean? Like that shouldn't affect how I view and look at the world. Like just because you don't feel like I live up to a certain expectation or I didn't do as good as my dad, who cares? I'm doing it, living my life. Hopefully you live in yours, and hopefully you living it to the best of your ability. And you don't have to be bound to what your parents did. I'm not my dad, and I'll never be my dad, and I don't want to be my dad. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
You're
But
happy regardless.
I want to honor him, and I want to make sure that that he's represented, at least in my perspective, from me to the highest that I can possibly give him. So,
Amen. Amen, bro. To close off the interview, what's 3 things in your life right now? You basically answered them already. You know,
yeah,
what's 3 things in your life that you're most proud of right now?
man, I'm proud of the relationship I have with God. I'm proud of um, being a husband, and I'm proud of being a father. And last of that, I'm proud of being a fighter in every sense of the word. You know what I mean? That's 4 things, but I'm proud of all of them. You know what I mean? Like I've come a long way with all those things. It's because of God that I feel like I've been able to get through it all. Um, and like I said, this has been an incredible year for me, and in all of those areas, I feel like I've been growing. And yeah, I'm proud of that.
Amen, bro. Amen. Y'all go check out his links in the description down below. You know, always big things popping off, and follow him, follow the journey to superstardom. And man, thank you for coming back on again, bro. Much respect to you and your family and the
Yep.
Mosley name.
Yeah,
And it's been a blessing, bro. You know, y'all
yeah,
stay ready, y'all stay tuned, and watch out for the fight nights, coming up soon, man. I could already tell. And it's been dope, bro. And let everyone know, where they can follow you at if you want to link anything in.
yeah, bro. So I got uh, at Shane Mosley Jr. on Instagram. Now we have at Tribe Called Mosley, and then I have tribecalledmosley.com. Twitter, I think, is like one Shane Mosley Jr. And then like yeah, everything else I feel like I don't have anything else really.
Okay, bro. Hell yeah, bro. All the links, follow the journey to superstardom. Like I said, guys, all the links will be in the description down below. It's been Shane Mosley Jr., the Sugar Man, Carlito, One Love. We out.
Bam.